Welcome to Arrow News Channel. Like and subscribe to update news around the world. Being a member of the United States Armed Forces is a title that brings a unique kind of respect. No matter what branch you are a part of, if you wear the uniform that says you've promised to protect this great nation with your life, that demands a level of respect that few other vocations bring with them. Almost any adult with an appropriate level of physical health can enlist in the military, but not just any can go to one of the elite military academies. According to The Balance, in order to qualify for one of the most well-known military academies, West Point, you must be a United States citizen. Between the ages of 17 and 23, you must not be married, pregnant, or have a legal obligation to support a child or children. If you are a naturalized citizen, you must provide documentation. There are also academic qualifications and, last but not least, you must obtain a nomination, normally from a United States congressman or a senator. In other words, they only take the cream of the crop, and it's a huge deal to get in. That's why they have the reputation that they do. Unfortunately, as so often happens when there is a militant agenda at play, certain groups have been trying for some time to force their way into the elite academy. As of just a few days ago, the LGBTQ community was finally able to leave their stamp on the hallowed grounds forever. The Daily Mail glowingly reports that 2 Apache pilots were finally able to be the first gay couple married at West Point. 2 Army captains exchanged vows at West Point in what is believed to be the first active duty, same-sex marriage at the esteemed United States Military Academy. Daniel Hall, 30, and Vincent Franchino, 26, are both Apache helicopter pilots and were married at the New York School's Cadet Chapel on Saturday, January 13, the New York Times reports. The captains, who are now stationed together at Fort Bliss in Texas, were married in front of 150 family members and friends, 34 of whom were military officers. The couple sported their blue Army uniforms and received a saber arch salute as they left the chapel. The reception was held at Scollins Manor in New Jersey. Franchino and Hull met in August 2009, back when the former was a freshman, or plebe in the school's parlance, and the latter was a senior, or firstie. As part of a school tradition in which the plebs seek to hold up departing seniors, Franchino hid under Hull's bed and popped out to scare him. Dan was so startled, he jumped over his desk, Franchino told the New York Times. Later in 2010, they chose each other for a mentorship program, Franchino as mentee and Hull as mentor. It was at this point that their feelings for each other developed. But because of the Bill Clinton-affected 1993 policy of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which barred homosexual servicemen and servicewomen from being out in the military, they could not show their feelings. We were serving under a policy that was telling all of us, perfectly capable soldiers, sailors, airmen and Marines, to lie about ourselves, Hull told the New York Times. But when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed under Barack Obama in 2011, they came out in public with their relationship. They weathered multiple challenges, being called FTS while on dates, being deployed to different locations overseas, to get to the point where they could walk down the aisle together. At one point, when Hull was deployed along with his Boeing AH-64 Apache to South Korea, they called their relationship off temporarily. But they got back together and may now hope to live happily ever after. The couple, which will now go by the last name Franchino Hull, enjoyed their first dance as married men to Love I Ain't Rose by Edith Piaf. What might to many be considered a hallmark of the military finally catching up with the times, is to many others a slap in the face of what the U.S. was supposed to stand for. Whether liberals like it or not, we were founded as a Christian nation, and even if you're of the opinion the government shouldn't tell you who you can and can't be in a relationship with, they also weren't required to condone it. No matter how you look at it, this is a landmark event, and one that will be remembered for decades to come. West Point has once again made history. Let's just hope the military giants of the past have looked away and are not seeing what has been done with their legacy.